It's the show
After the show!
With AJ, Mimos, producer Butters, and AJ.
I gotta be honest. I don't
You really,
prefer-
it's like really high energy, and then you bring it.
That's exactly what I was just gonna say. That's
what?
exactly
It's
what I
not
was just
energy.
gonna say.
Come on, I'm just adding a little bit of sauce to it.
No, you gotta.
I'm with
if
him.
you're gonna add some
More
sauce,
juice.
add some energy.
Spice
to it.
up that
Okay,
sauce.
we'll try it at the end of the
AJ.
show and we'll see how it goes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's April Fool's.
It's April Fool's.
Right, so I think nobody's going to say anything that at the end we're going to be like, April Fools, but
No.
I feel like I should address that now.
Absolutely not. I'm not going to.
I don't trust that.
Fool me once,
I have
strike
nothing.
one.
I have nothing planned, and it kind of just creeped up on us.
Yeah, I know, right? And so the other thing, or one of the things we all have in common, because yesterday, right, we did the icebreaker thing to see if we asked some of the common introduction questions, see if we'd all be friends, and it was a fun time. Now, the other thing we all have in common is we're all siblings. We all have
Yes.
brothers and sisters.
You say we're all siblings?
We all are
Nope,
part
not
of
anymore.
siblings.
I'm just kidding.
Ajay, I don't know how to break this to you. You're adopted.
Hope
So-
you find your dad.
Okay.
I
It's also
apologize
Cash
for
Valley
that comment.
Secrets, by the
I
way.
really do. I apologize. It's an inside joke.
It is, but so I
What
will
if you-
I will explain more. So,
Yes.
fun fact, that is an inside joke we say to each
I
other.
was
Hope
told
you
not to
find your
crack
dad.
inside jokes on the show.
Well, it depends on if the people are part of them or not.
Oh, my
But
God.
let's not get in the weeds. I blame both of you now. You're getting us into the weeds here. But definitely, while he said that to you, definitely don't say it to a staff member who I admit
I
did
heard
not
about
know
this.
was adopted, but apparently is. Not a fun thing to say to them.
Oh,
Oops.
no.
Oops. All right, back on track. We are all part of siblings. We all have a brother or a sister or a combination of the two, right? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, thank goodness. Good gosh, it's not supposed to be the hard part. So Ajay and I
I
were talking.
spaced out for a minute. I'm
I
so
did
sorry.
too. I was like,
Ajay and I were talking earlier, and I think it's only fair that he retells his story to get us set up because we're talking about pranks and stuff. And Ajay had a really nice, I would call borderline prank to get his brother in trouble.
Yeah, so my brother, who's a little bit bigger than me and he's younger than me, would like to beat the crap out of me every now and then. So one time we're about to put up our dukes and wrestle it out, and then my mom walks by and she goes, "No wrestling," and I was like, "Oh, okay, sorry, Mom." She turns her head and I slap my arm as hard as I possibly can, and I flop and hit the ground. Sell the crap out of it. Mom turns around. I'm like, "Mom, Nick hit me." I'm like, and then as she's like walking back, screaming at my brother, I hit my arm again really hard just to make sure the red, kind of shows. Man, she was not happy with my brother. Lets him have it, gets after him a little bit. Problem is, the consequence comes around and she turns around, leaves, shuts the door. Brother just turns around and starts beating the crap out of me.
well, I mean, if you're already in trouble for it, you might as well finish.
Pretty much, yeah. I did the same thing, though.
That's an
so
older
funny.
sibling answer if ever there's been one.
No, Kyle,
Shame on you,
producer
Dojo.
Butters, that was, that's not really sympathetic.
No,
He's an older sibling.
no, but
though.
you started it first, so
No, I did. We were both going to wrestle.
So, quick refresher here. Sorry, before you jump in, Mimont. So I'm the oldest of four. You're the oldest of two, right? Butters is
I'm second oldest of four.
second oldest of four, and you're
I'm the baby
you're
of
the
six.
Baby of 6.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
I need stories.
Well, okay, so my 3 oldest siblings are 5 years difference from the oldest of the younger 3. So,
there's 6.
yeah, there's 6 of us.
Wow.
So I didn't really have a relationship with my sisters other than like second and third mothers until I was like 18. So I was raised with my brothers, hence the
Ooh, rough.
Roughness.
We're not kind growing up.
yeah.
We're
But
not.
it was kind of nice because I was the girl, right? So I did the same thing that Ajay did, except I bit my arm.
You bit your
I
arm?
bit my
See,
arm.
that to
Okay.
me, that's a girl answer. It's smarter.
I bit my arm, and my brother was standing next to me, and he was like, "What?" And I was like, "Mom, Misael bit me." And yeah, my brother got beat up.
Wow.
Okay, but I don't remember this. I just know that I did it because my mom says because I tried to do it again a second time and they caught me, but I was like 3 or 4.
That's
that is
clever.
funny.
See, on the older sibling side, because I'm the oldest of 4, it's not that. On the other side, you get the thing where like my brother and I, right, we would roughhouse a little bit and maybe get a little too rough because I'm the big, like I have 3 siblings and I almost outweigh the 3 of them combined. They're tiny. And but you know, you do something, he gets hurt or whatever, and he's gonna start to cry, and he's gonna whine out. And like, shh, don't. Look, I'll let you hit me later. Just don't cry right now. I don't want to get in trouble. Shh. Because that's the other side of it, because you roughhouse with him, and then you don't want to do that unless then you intentionally want
It's
to.
all fun and games till someone gets hurt.
Then it's hilarious.
Exactly.
What I hated about it is that, like, if my brother and I were to do something and, like, you know, we're both kind of, you know, like, for example, we do, like, flips off the bunk beds or something, and that moron injures himself because he's an idiot, and I get in trouble because I supposedly was supposed to lead by example.
You did.
I did the flip correctly. What do you want me to do?
Yeah, I mean, sorry that I'm more coordinated than my brother.
So when I was, I don't know, I think 2.
Yeah.
I think I was 2 when my sister came into the world. And apparently what I would do is they would like set her like in the center of the room, like in, because she's just barely started like learning how to sit up or whatever.
Uh-huh.
And I guess I would just come in the room, like run around her, and I put my arm out and just BAM!
Wow.
What the crap, producer
So,
Butters?
hold on.
Apparently I beat the crap out of her
I mean,
when
you're
she
an
was
older
younger.
sibling. It's the rules.
I think that's just the way it goes. Yeah.
But then
Really,
she got me
that
back.
age?
You toughen them up.
She did. She got me back a lot.
Okay, so along those lines, Logan commented on Facebook. He said, Ajay, you did that with your brother. I chased mine with a knife on one occasion, beat down a door on a second, then ran through a different door on a third because he was pestering me.
Wow.
Wow.
I put my brother through a closet once.
No way.
We were wrestling. We were wrestling.
Well, that is the
This
first
is not
bad
gonna
part.
this is not gonna justify it at all. We were wrestling, and I had a magic 8-ball, and he took it and he just hurled it across the room, and I was like, "That's mine." He goes, and so it was a closet, like, you know how those ones that they slide up top and they kind of swing. Like there's 2 of them, and so like they're like this, and they'll slide from the up top. so
Oh,
you got a
yeah, the
railing
sliding
system.
doors.
Yeah, well, but like there's nothing bottom on the bottom. They'll move in and out if you want to push them. That's what that's what the closet was.
Now I'm all sorts of confused.
Yeah, I'm a
I
little
think
confused.
I think I know what you're talking. It has the railing system
On the
on top,
top.
but not the bottom.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So there's
yeah.
another attention for. But anyway,
Right.
he was sitting next to it, and he said so, and I kicked him and through the closet, and then the door fell down on him.
You're like, oh
And
no.
of course, I got yelled at. I was like, he tried to break my thing, and they're like, well, yeah, but you put him through a closet, and I just wasn't seeing it. Like I just didn't understand how that didn't make sense. That it was a justifiable retaliation. Because the thing is, you as the oldest, you know too. The siblings, the younger siblings, as Ajay I think alluded to, and so did Mima. They antagonize. They try to. I kid you not. My oldest sister is 11 years younger than I am. Yesterday, she tried to pick a fight with me. Yesterday, she is 20. She will be 22 in August, and she goes, "I think I could kick your butt." And I go, "Okay, hold on a second. I'm 6 inches taller than you, and I outweigh you by a good 100 pounds plus. Really?" And she goes, "I think I could do it." I'm like, "Okay, your brother did the same thing." Because my younger brother, he was like, "I can fight you now," and I'm like, "You want to do this? Like, I don't want to anymore." But the younger ones antagonize because they know they're the babies, and they're like, "Why were you fighting them? You're supposed to know better." Because they started it, and I'm gonna end it. That's how this is gonna
The
go.
younger kids never started.
Bull crap.
It's always the oldest.
I mean, there are times where I provoke my siblings. My favorite thing to do is give them the wet willy. I will do that constantly.
That pisses me off.
And
Oh.
I love it.
I didn't even get to the story. Would you like to hear the story how my brother deafened me in one ear? So you haven't seen Star Wars, so this probably won't land with any of you. You all suck. But anyway,
Wow.
Star Wars used to sell action figures, right? They're about yay big. And like when you bought the Jedis, they'd come with lightsabers, and they'd be like, they'd have the little handle you put in their hand because their hand would be like this, and then it would be just the colored plastic for the lightsaber. So the lightsaber would be probably yay tall, right? My brother one day, we were wrestling. He lost. Got mad about it. He took that lightsaber one day when we were watching TV after we wrestled and went like that, but I was laying like this, so he went like this into my ear and punctured my eardrum. For 6 weeks, I couldn't hear out of that ear.
My brother
that's
punched me in the
rough.
head and broke his finger.
Scoreboard, you win, Aj.
Went to the hospital and like,
Hard
well, how did
head.
this happen? He's like, punched my brother in the
gosh.
head.
I guess I'm lucky because I was a girl. I was the youngest,
I don't think it.
and I was a girl because my brothers couldn't do that to me, and my sisters were too, like they were so much older that we didn't do that.
I don't think we were that violent though.
Yeah.
Well, kudos for you. I mean, you're not. Me and my brother, yeah, we
Oh
wrestled.
yeah, me and my brother we went at it
Yeah.
day after day after day, and at the end, I won the war because I still give him wet willies, and he can't do a dang thing about it.
My brother will randomly still try and punch me to start a fight. He still does.
I
occasionally
love
when we
that.
get
I
together.
love that.
Okay, so the power lies with the youngest, right? Because if my older siblings didn't want to do something, I'd just be like, "Mom."
Okay, so that's annoying. that crap annoys me. Yeah.
AJ won't take me to play.
Nah, I don't want
Take
to
your
go anymore.
brother outside.
Do you want me to take the keys away from you?
Oh my gosh, I
Yes.
hate that.
Yeah.
And then you're over here like,
That just justifies all those whoopings. I got to be honest. Now I'm going back the other way. Okay, so the real question is, out of the four of us, what order do we fall in terms of siblings if we were all siblings? Who's the oldest and who's the baby?
Don't.
As far as like actual age,
Age?
or
No. And just in role and
Personality.
attitude. Yeah, personality.
You'd be the oldest. I'd be second oldest.
I'd probably be almost the youngest.
She's definitely the youngest, no question
I
about
get
it.
to be the older sibling? You're the most violent.
Yeah, but you'd be the antagonizer. I know it.
That would make me younger. The antagonists are definitely the younger ones.
No,
Yeah.
it'd be
no,
the older.
I'm pretty sure the
yeah,
oldest.
you'd be the
start
oldest.
it
Yeah, you would
every
start
single
it.
time.
I'd be like watching, my favorite game or something, and you'd be like, "Oh, coming in, changing the channel, just do it without even asking."
Classic Big Brother hack, right?
And then
I
instead
want
of-
to play. Okay,
Instead of
okay.
going the youngest sibling around and being, "Ma'am," I'm like, you know what? Put your dukes up. We're going at it right
Yeah,
now.
it does make us closer in age. That's a classic Big Brother hack, right? I want to play video games.
He
too.
would just sit there and laugh at us.
He would. All right, I got you. Let me set it up. Unplugs controller. Here you go. Play.
I hated that so much. I was like, Luigi is not on the screen, therefore I am not playing.
That's funny. I don't think I was ever that mean. I always made sure that
It wasn't
Or
me.
Tails.
I don't want.
think-
I don't want you interfering with my game. You can pretend it'll be good. Use that imagination you still have.
He's just
I am
a
judging
nice
you right
sibling.
now.
That's fine.
He's the one that mom and dad are going to be like, all right, let's go to producer Butters and let's find out actually what really happened. Producer Butters will give them the whole story, and then they'll make their decisions from there.
You're the tattletale. Audrey just called you the
No,
tattletale.
he's
of
the
house.
trusted sibling of all of us. Producer Butters is the one they trust.
Tattletale.
You and I,
No.
they don't trust at all.
I wouldn't either, but tattletale.
No.
And me, I'm the baby. No one takes me seriously.
That's
true.
for dang sure.
It's the saddest thing, but also the nicest.
All right, on that heartbreaking note, before we actually start a fight here, this has been the show
After the show!
With AJ Mimas, Producer Butters, and Ajay.
That was worse.
Oh, come on.